And we are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those
I
guys.
muted the mic. All right.
What's going on, everyone? How is everyone out there doing? I hope everyone has been getting some good weather where you are, because today is not so good here. But the last couple of days been pretty good. We've been able to get out and fly, and our weather's been great. A little windy the last 2 days, but not so bad. Still could get out and do a little something, depending on what you're flying. But if the weather has been good where you are, please let me know, and let me know if you've been able to get out and fly. Exercise your wings. So, Lawrence, how are you doing on this great Wednesday? How are you
I'm
feeling?
doing good, man. I'm good. Like you said, it's raining outside. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. Darkly says get off the tracks because of the background photo.
Oh,
Philip Koshak, how are you?
you're
Let's say what's up
hovering.
to everybody real quick. Shout out to Lloyd, Grumpy Vlogger, SJM Steve, Philip Koshak, Barkley 107, Paul Wegendig, John Olson, Bill Coast to Coast, Waypoint New England. Did I say John Olson? Well, I'll say it again just in case. Stephen from the Flyby Guys in Finland.
Steven.
Uh, did I get everyone else?
Yeah,
I
Mr.
believe
Crowley. Mr. Crowley.
Bill Coast to Coast. Frank Rizzo's listening on the way home from work. Let's see.
Got
I
Mr.
got everybody.
Yeah, no, if you got
Angie, I'm
Crowley,
sorry, and Angie on her way home from work
Angie.
too. So don't try to type Angie because it looks like you've been drinking and driving.
Uh-oh.
And Essie. What did she put? On my way home from work, Denny, she made a new word.
Oh,
Type everyone.
yeah.
Say hello. She's saying hello to everyone.
Yeah, I see
Don't
that.
type.
Yeah.
Don't type.
On my way, yeah.
Did anyone get a chance to fly late? RJ Aerials is back. He said,
Uh-oh.
welcome back. Welcome to this live stream. Welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. What's up
Well,
with you, Herman? Mr. Crowley?
it's just another day in the history. We're back. You know what? I had to get some rest after that meetup in the
Hey,
Florida.
Glenn, John,
So
how are you?
I actually had to get some. Hey, John, how you feeling, man?
You had to get some rest.
Yeah,
I
I
did
had to
too.
get some
I
rest
did as
after that
well.
meetup. I was tired after the meetup, but I'm good now. And it's been a week or so since that, it's back now. It's time to go. And we've had a good few days to get out and get some work done. And now
The weather's crap, right?
the rain has come again, as if we haven't had enough.
Well, it was raining before we left, if you remember, up until the time we left, and then it stopped raining for us to leave, and then there was an earthquake.
Yeah,
Which, FYI, I heard Jersey had a few more aftershocks
that's all right.
this past week that passed.
They'll be all right.
Yeah, they good. They're good. They don't have to worry about falling off into the ocean like we do in California.
They're not going to fall off into the ocean.
I know that. At least here on the East Coast, we're not. Johnny Drone Flyer, Gary, what's up? JC Flying, John. John feel better. He's in the hospital. They're sticking him like a pincushion. So get better fast, John.
Give them some more medicine.
Give him some more medicine. Give him some Buckleys. Some Buckleys or what is that? That
You
one
can't
six,
get
the triple six.
you can't get that no more.
It was windy yesterday, and they got a chance to fly the Avata too. You know what?
You know that, Lawrence? You can't get that no more.
What's the triple six?
No, Buckley's.
Glad. But I'm sure somebody still has some in the cabinet somewhere. That stuff lasts forever. But Lloyd says he got a chance to, it was windy yesterday, but he got a chance to fly his Avata too, which
So you got one.
FYI,
You know what?
we have something coming up. It's not a contest or whatever. Well, it's kind of a contest. We'll work out the rules, Herman and I, later on, but it involves you guys and your Avata twos.
About a contest. First,
Well,
first I'm hearing about it. But what I'd like to know is who picked up the Avata 2?
Yeah, if you brought the Avata, put a 1 in the room. If you did not, put a 0. So I'm putting a 0 because I did not get one. Get that feel a little bit for people to answer. I have to put some lotion on my hands. My hands are like
Your hands is all crusty.
sliding off.
So none of you guys got a Nevada too?
Johnny Drone Flyer says a 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
Johnny got one.
I know Mark Fisher got one.
It's not like we're not gonna find out that you got one. We're gonna see it at the next meetup.
Let's see, Idaho quadcopter. Marcus got one. Lloyd got one. All right. Mr. Crowley, a 10. I don't know if that means he got one or not.
What'd you get? Like 3 of them? Or...
Lynn has also. Well, that's good because the more people in the chat that actually, or in the live stream, that have an Avata too, when we make our announcement later, we're going to give you guys a little challenge with your Avata too.
I know. Okay. How Lawrence has his little disclaimer. I know nothing about this contest that he mentions. Okay.
Hey, Jody, what's up?
So yeah,
Anyway, it will be a year old then, Herman. Mine arrives Friday. 3 battery combo, John says.
but you'll still have it.
And it's funny
And
because you guys,
the guys that have them can't not say that they have them because I'm quite sure if you go in the groups right now, somebody has crashed theirs already and is beating on the door of DJI about the care refresh.
well, you know what? It's funny because I actually did a search for Avata 2 crashes, and
Did you?
nothing has come up yet. But I
Yeah.
give it another week or so. Another week or so, and you'll start seeing. Well, it's kind of a contest, Gary.
Because they didn't say they crashed it yet.
But you have to have an Avata 2.
Or wasn't bad enough.
And Gary's trying to find out what we got planned.
He keeps saying this we, and
Marcus,
I know nothing
how are
about
you?
this we.
Okay, it was my idea. We'll go into a little later on. But let's get started with this first thing here.
All I wanted to say was that I didn't know nothing about what you're talking.
Okay. Okay. All right, you got your disclaimer out there.
Okay, I'm looking at something in the studio, in the YouTube studio. Is kind of interesting. Well, you know what is coming up, Lawrence, and I'm quite sure some of the guys already know about it. And it's really not an event for most guys who are just hobbyists, and probably not even guys that are part 107. But the AUVSI Exponential 2024 is supposed to be coming up April 22nd through the 25th. What's this?
AVSI.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead. Wrong slide, but go ahead.
Yeah, I know. That's coming up April 22nd to the 25th in San Diego. That's for and I was looking at that, and the tickets for that seem like for the different events and meeting halls and stuff that they got, that thing is pretty costly. So if that's something that you into, you guys that might be doing that type of thing, like I guess it's for anybody, right? But it's a little costly on that, the prices on those.
Okay, well, I just have to tell JC, says, sorry, fellas, hard to type with 2 IVs in both hands and my arms. So watching only. And I typed in, well, then stop typing and just listen to the live stream.
we know you're there, or just
we know you're there. Just
touch screen, right?
Just every now and then hit the keyboard with your nose.
Yeah.
Just go like that, just tap it a couple of times with your nose. We'll know you're still there.
Or ask the nurse to do it.
Yeah, right? Oh man, I thought you were going to fly them through on alternate days. All right.
What happened?
Everyone, well, hey Scott. Anyway, for those of you, we're going to wait until later on in the stream. For those of you who have an Avata 2, I have a challenge for you guys.
What?
Well, we didn't get up to that section of the stream yet, so they gotta wait.
Okay. Oh, okay. I just wanted to know. Hey, Jackrabbit, what's going on there, Scott? He's down there in the chat, Scott.
But if you have an Avata 2, I can't say we because Herman keeps throwing a disclaimer out there. I have a
DJ.
challenge. TJ Giggles, I have a challenge for you guys who own the Avata 2. Okay.
Now, you know, we were down there in at the meetup.
South Florida Drone Meetup, fourth annual.
The second day of the third day, the day after the big meet. We went with Rodney. Rodney to go fly at the we went to a couple of spots.
We went to two spots,
we went
right?
To a park. And over at the park, while Dan was flying out over the water,
yeah.
Now I'm drawing blanks here. Tony allowed me to fly his Avata with the motion controller. Now, I was a little apprehensive about flying
anyone's drone,
but the fact that you know, it was the motion controller was what I was a little, you know, and he expressed to me that, and I might have told you this before, that that the flying with the motion controller was a little easier, believe it or not, than flying with the sticks. And I kind of understood that immediately because I see what happens with when you fly, because they're both GPS assisted.
right?
And I see what happens to guys in close proximity and, you know, of things when flying two-stick motion. They get a little too wide. They back in the buildings that are a block away from the subject that they're filming.
Yeah. Right.
That'll always be funny. But it happens. So I guess with the motion controller, right? Because I noticed with flying in the Avata with the motion controller, it's almost as if the jam drone does a U-turn, a hairpin turn.
Yeah.
Just when you just turn that wrist, that thing is turning immediately. It is very responsive. So,
which is why they added drifting to the Avata 2, but we'll go into that later on.
Which I believe that you know, because I was asked that day, do you think that the Avata 2 would sell? And I'm like, well, shit. The way guys go crazy over this one, I'm quite sure the second one will sell. But the other thing I wanted to mention to you was the one that you had brought up, Lawrence. The commercial UAV Expo. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Go ahead, I'm pulling it up now.
You can put it up now, unless you lost it.
No. I don't delete anything until after we discuss it. There you go.
This is the commercial UAV Expo. This one is drones in action, believe it or not. It's September 3rd through the 5th in good old sunny Las Vegas at the Caesars Forum in Las Vegas. So if you guys are interested in that, that's something that you might want to check out and see all of the nice new tools and goodies and stuff that's out there.
Yeah.
You might even get to see some of the enterprise drones that in action that guys like to see. And
you'll definitely see a lot of custom stuff. I have a link here. I'll put it in the chat.
You'll definitely see that.
In case you're in that part of the world.
Like these cats over here in the Navy Yard. Stuff like what they do. And
yeah. Oh no, I'm just trying to keep up with the chat, which is always see now I'll get rid of the exhibit because I have it bookmarked anyway. And that's how I go on to the next story.
Oh, okay.
Lawrence, can you show that short?
What short?
Which short, Jody? Of me crashing? What? I don't know what he's talking about. What are you talking about?
Which short?
And give it, I know there's like an 8 to 10 second delay. Hey, Michael Blades, how are you, man? Hope all is well.
Michael, which short are we talking?
You got to give it a second. He will respond eventually.
Okay. So
517. John, be well. Thank you for stopping in.
John's leaving.
Yes, Flying Flynn Media. It's got to run.
Oh, okay. All right, John. Check it out.
Shorts.
Thanks for stopping by, man.
Hold on, let me screen it. Oh, this one.
What happened?
Oh, we've seen this.
What?
I've seen this. Okay.
What short?
It's a short of you know the guy with the drone, the drone that he flies. He
That you fly.
hold on. This dude right here. He built a drone to stand up on and fly.
Oh, that guy.
Then he flew it down 42nd Street.
Yeah, they should have knocked him off of that thing with a stick or something.
This is it. This is what he had wanted. It's starting over now.
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, and the basketball hits it and he crashes. He breaks a few props and he crashes. Okay. Well, we will be asking to see a video soon from you guys. Go ahead.
It's funny. Oh, well, you know, Lawrence, yesterday, Insta360 released a new camera. Yeah, it's the Insta360 X4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a nice little camera. It's a decent little upgrade, I believe.
Nice. It's badass.
Yeah, from the last one, it's a nice little upgrade from the last one. Believe it or not, there's so much about it that I don't even know where to start on this. But what I will say for this camera, you know, for you to be able to shoot 360 degrees with this camera in sharp, clean, crisp 8K video.
8K and 6K.
You know, you're talking about also this thing is powered by a 5 nanometer AI chip, and with a smart control system that features voice and gesture control. Now you're talking about shooting, what is it, 5.7K at 60 frames per second. That's not
in full 360, which is something unheard of unless you're Hollywood and you have those expensive machines that can do that.
That was the things that stood out to me about this thing. What is it that interest you about this? Because that 5 nanometer AI chip, and you're going to start seeing that in a lot
of devices, yes, because it's an AI chip. So eventually your phones will have them as well. You know that, Herman, right? But you were asking, what did I like about this camera? And it's the fact that at one time, the 360 video was not that clear. For some reason, Insta360, the company itself, they've been doing it since the two.
Since
the second version, but they've been raising the quality of the 360 Spear. Before it was only 1080p at one time, then it was actually only 4K, and it was 4K for a while. Now they're making it 6K. That 5.7K is for the full 360 picture, which means even if you crop it or zoom in on anywhere in that Spear, that 360 Spear, it's going to be crispy. And most people render down to 4K 30, 4K 60 anyway.
Well, I think what it will give you is the ability to crop more because you do have. Well, see, when you start getting into stuff like 8K, stuff like that, that's good for large formats.
Right.
So now you're gonna lose practically nothing with cropping and stuff like that and rendering at 4K. So I don't know. That's nice.
Well, Gary, I want to answer Gary. Hey, Lance, how are you? I want to answer Gary. He said 360 video always looks distorted. Well, see, Gary, this particular company, Insta360, I haven't had any of their machines, but I did have access to one of their 360 devices, and I was at Coney Island. I showed the video on here before, but up until they had the 360 Spear itself, the full video was up to 4K. Anything under 4K looked like crap. So I agree with you that because I have a 1080 camera.
Yeah, but I thought that the footage from the Sphere was pretty decent.
The Spear on, yes, that was great on the Air 2S. That Spear that fit on that. And it did good as far as hiding the drone and stuff like that. You could barely see a warp with it in the middle. But with these Insta360s, I'm gonna try and look for the footage while we are talking. But to show you the difference in quality from 1080p to 4K. Now they're surpassing that 4K and they're at 5.7. So even if you crop down to 4K 30, 4K 60, whatever, true 4K, whether it be 3860 or that 4096, whatever those dimensions are.
This wasn't bad though. The way this shot.
I don't see too much of an issue with I see a lot of people buying it because a lot of people brought the X3. Okay.
Yes. And you know, a lot of people, including Stevie Bronx, I believe, has one.
He had one down at the South Florida
Yeah,
drone.
He does a lot with it. So
of course, because I want to show you the damn.
You get shots from, you know what it is? It gives you the opportunity to have more than one camera.
Yes, yes,
Of
yes.
the subjects around you.
And everything is, well, if you can travel around with a 360 camera, hold it, 360 footage, 360 shorts. I think I found what I was looking for. And I did find it. Let me just cue it up real quick. Let me stop mute it first because you don't need to hear the sound. But this, you can actually see a slight warp in it, Herman.
A warp.
You can see a slight warp in it, but this is a 360 camera on a stick. Well, this is an Insta360, and this isn't 4K. I can't see the chat, but
this is a new one. This is a new one.
No, the new one, by comparison, what I'm trying to show is the quality was good in 4K, but this is it here. This is a roller coaster. I guess you would have to play it with sound so you could hear these people screaming, but
no, you don't.
Well, that's full 360 mode right there. Right here, you can kind of see the spear that did the seam.
Where it's spliced.
But other than that, right. Now I'm standing in the middle of it. It passes over a pathway. But you can see this is clean 4K 30. So I can only imagine 5.7K rendered down. That was just an example, but like I said, I could see this 4K. Hey, Sky Control, how are you? The X3 is a great camera, my everyday vlogger. See Sky Control, he has one, he has the X3. And I was thinking about getting the X3 because being that the X4 came out, the X3 is $400.
Okay, so it's $100 cheaper.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the X3 is still a
It's
very good
it's
camera.
still formidable.
Um,
Yes,
huh?
it's still formidable.
No, it's still a very good camera. It's just that it didn't get obsolete because this one was released. I'm
Oh
just
no, yeah,
this
definitely.
new camera that they released is a big dog. I like it. It's doing some things. I'm not a 360 guy, but when I look at what cameras are offering
I'm
and
not either, but
what
we
they
we
what I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to mention to you, because a lot of guys do a lot of creative work, and they may be interested. If the price, if it's in their price range, then I would.
well, I do know of someone in New York who would probably get it, Herman, and you know him too, also.
Who?
Invincible Storm. Hey, Jeff Norman. Hey,
Possibly.
Warren.
Yeah, and
He does a
Stevie.
lot of 360 work.
Only
So,
Stevie don't consider where he's at up there, New York.
well, Stevie too. I saw a basketball clip short from Stevie also. We capture life
Hey Jeff,
conditions.
what's going on, man?
He did a little basketball
Yeah,
short.
listen,
Which
heard
came
that.
out good.
Didn't even see you in there.
East Coast Thrills, how are you? Welcome.
East Coast. Yeah, yeah, Lawrence,
Jeff
that
Norman.
Insta360. What?
Hey, Yellow Rose, how are you?
Hey, Yellow Rose, what's going on? No, it's like everybody's running in here. Oh, you're mad, Akarasho. Yeah, the
Yes,
stuff
Warren.
in the boxes, if you're gonna ask.
And you know what's funny? This 360 got
Hmm.
people to buy the Spear for the Air 2S. We've experimented with the Spear and did a few. You let me do a couple of videos and stuff, and I still think it's formidable. I think it's still good. It shot great footage to me.
Oh yeah.
But this X4 that's coming out, this is the pinnacle of portable 360 um cameras out there right now. This is now the pinnacle. Everyone's trying to imitate the X3 and they just
Okay.
dropped an X4. So never put it to use and got rid of it. Never put it to use and got rid of it. Angie, so
You had a
you're talking about
360,
the Spear for your Air 2S, or you're talking about an X3 360 camera?
the 360 camera or a camera period? Let us know. 'Cause I know Angie has a camera.
Yes. Which you keep telling me I need to get one, and I keep saying I don't. I brought the Air to us because I brought the Spear, Lance says. And think about it, Lance.
Okay.
Now here's something, Herman, that we didn't mention about this Spear, about this camera and using the Spear. And that is once you join the world, and I found this out, the world of 360, if you think regular editing is hard, imagine being able to edit in a full 360 bubble. Because you have to put what do you call those markers? I forget what you call them. What the correct terminology. Jeff Norman, help me out. What's the terminology when you mark a point in a 360 video? The word leaves me now. Hold on.
I'm just glad that I don't do it.
It's a lot of work. That's all I'm going to say. But if you have been doing it a while, it's
Uh,
fun. In fact, I have a project, Herman.
I actually would like to shoot a little movie.
Well, I have a project that I want to try with a 360 camera. And maybe if you guys have a 360 camera, this will
Listen,
give you a portable 360. This will give you an idea also. I wanted, how Far Rockaway is the last stop on the A train, right?
that you
Well, when
say
they
so.
empty the cars out and they mop the car, usually there's about a 2 to 3 minute time period where there's no one in the subway car.
Before
So what I wanted to do, right, before
the
people
smell
come
comes
in,
back.
before the smell comes back too. But what I want to do is put a 360 camera in the middle of the subway car, and since I can control it with my phone,
And watch the people come into the train.
move to one end of the car, take it, sit back like a passenger or whatever, go
Watch
to
the
the other
people
end of
come
the
into
car,
the train.
take a photo like with a newspaper open, and then when you combine, hey Brooklyn Jimmy, when you put all of the pictures together, you have one picture with me at different parts of the train.
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn Jimmy, Insta360 makes editing easy, though. It does. What is that? What is that mark called, Brooklyn Jimmy? You do 360 work.
There's only one problem with that.
What?
If you get people coming on the train, right?
No, no, you got to do it with when it's empty because they
Right.
constantly move.
Right, but if you get people coming onto the train,
Keyframes. Thank
yeah,
you, Lance. Keyframes.
you got to worry about people walking in the train and somebody who pretending not to see it.
Now,
Just,
see, well, this is why you have to do it immediately after they mop the car. Because usually when they empty the entire train car out, they lock the doors and leave one door open, which
right.
gives me a 2 minute, a 2 to 3 minute frame to do that.
Okay. Sounds like an idea.
But yeah, keyframes, it is. See, now you guys,
I know what'll happen if I did it.
somebody would walk in and knock the camera over. Because I have a
No,
tripod too that
no.
stands about 4 feet.
With my luck, the door would close, right? And then if this train's heading into the yard.
Oh no, with your camera, right? Taking pictures. And you would see Herman outside the subway door like this,
Oh
banging on
no,
the
I'd
door.
still be in there with the camera.
Oh, so see, wow. See, that's even worse. No, I'm not Jeff Norman. I'm not in Rockaway anymore, but it doesn't mean anything. I can still go back out there. Just because I'm not out there doesn't mean I can't go back out there. I was out there yesterday, actually. Wasn't I, Herman? Showing someone how to fly their Mini 3 Pro.
But I don't understand why you can't go back to Rockaway.
No, no, he was just saying, he was just asking, but you're not in
Oh no,
Rockaway.
he's asking if you're not in Rockaway anymore. Okay, that's
Yeah,
what he.
yeah, yeah,
Right. Okay, it's the way. It's the
yeah.
way.
And I frequent the place more than I should.
He still sneaks back in there and sneaks out.
You'll meet me there. Listen, Jeff, it's a good thing to do. I was there yesterday, bro. I go there quite often. Just because the peninsula has a dark cloud over it constantly, like in the Addams family, doesn't mean you can't go there.
Oh
It's
man,
actually a cool place to go. If you go in the morning while everyone's still asleep. No, I'm playing.
well, you know what, Lawrence? Before we get into talking about something that happened last week, I want to say one thing. Wednesday night
What's
with
that?
those guys is sponsored by those
Those guys.
guys.
Good catch. Good catch. I'm setting the timer for the next one.
Right.
I'm setting the timer right now.
Well, last week, Thursday, Lawrence, DJI released the long-awaited Avata.
Mm-hmm.
You know the big drone there with the ducted motors and all of that stuff like that right there.
Yeah.
To me, you know, it's to me it's like it's the big thing that I like I said earlier with this drone. I felt that the Avata, the original Avata, was the was at the time that it came out till now or till last week Thursday was one of the hottest drones that DJI released.
I agree.
I think
I
that it
agree.
had the most buzz at that time out of any other drone. And there was only to me two other drones that had that kind of buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Was the Phantom 4 Pro and when they came out with the Mavic, or going from the original to the second edition.
The
Never
Mavic 2 Pro. Yeah.
right, the Mavic 2 Pro. Those drones had the most buzz out of drones that DJI had put out. I find that this drone was, everybody loved it, the original. And when Tony asked me, he said, "You think that the second one will sell?" I'm like, "Well, the way you guys go crazy over this one, shit, second one's gotta sell."
Yeah, I
You
agree.
know, so that goes without saying. You talking about what did they have on this thing, man? Come on. what they enhanced the image on the image quality on this thing.
They've done a lot to this
Um,
bird.
they've improved what safety on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, extended the flight time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things that was done to this drone. You know, honestly, you know what I take with the Avata and the way it's set up with this package, the goggles and that motion controller. You talking about a drone that's designed, right? Believe it or not, to simplify complex movement.
Paul says he can't wait to hear about the contest.
Who?
It's more of a challenge than a
Oh,
contest, but go ahead. We're leading up to
you
it.
know, I'm impressed by it. I was impressed with the original when Tony let me fly his. Because like I said, I was a little apprehensive about that motion controller. I didn't know what to expect out of it because I was always used to a two-stick motion in the controller and pinching. So, you know, when I got to fly it and I realized how this thing works, and it's like, wait a minute, I like this. I like how this thing flies, that motion controller. It's like, you know, and then you know, if I'm not mistaken, can't you use the motion control on a couple of other drones that's out there?
As far as I know, you're supposed to be able to use it on the
And the
FPV.
goggles.
Yes, the goggles on the FPV. The potato or piece of shit, they call it POS.
Really?
Yes, you're supposed to be able to. Can
Okay.
Cinelog 35
Well,
participate
mhm.
participate in a challenge? Um,
It's
I don't see why
well,
not, because it we'll go into it when we finish the story, but I just wanted to mention a few things different
what
about the Avata 2. And
well, give me a second.
you
Mhm,
said yourself that honestly the Avata 1 sold, and we know it sold because the people who did not fly FPV
mhm.
fly FPV now because of the Avata.
Well,
There's
they
a lot of people.
well they
Herman
did
got
that.
it.
Well,
Huh?
they did that with the DJI FPV drone. They did that
They
with that
did
drone.
that with the potato, right? That was the first introduction. But for the people who were scared of the potato and brought the Avata because it was a lot calmer and a lot slower.
I think it's
You
two
know,
different types of flying experience.
it is. It is. You're 100% right. But if
Even
you didn't buy the potato, you brought the Avata. And now, if you didn't buy the Avata, or you brought the Avata, I can almost guarantee you'll get the Avata too, because the features that they've added to it, the flip, the roll, the 180 drift, like
well,
Herman mentioned
basically,
earlier,
Lawrence, what they're actually saying it's more user friendly.
more AI aided.
Well, yes, but user friendly. That's what they mean.
Maybe, Dub. Hey, Stevie, what's good, man? How are you? We were just talking about 360 cameras, man. Are you getting that X4, Stevie?
Okay, Stevie got one.
Stevie got one also.
We
Okay,
had asked earlier
so
in the stream.
at the end of this, we have a little challenge for you guys who have the
He
Avata 2 and
he he
or any other type of cinematic drone.
he.
Herman put out a disclaimer saying that he knows
uh,
nothing of this
I don't.
challenge that I want to offer to you guys, but
I
since it's new,
I don't. I just said to you, there was some things there, about the
okay, well,
and
anyway,
I
getting back
wanted to
to the
talk about
stats.
this drone.
Getting back to the stats, other than the O4 transmission system, which we knew they were going to do with everything from now on. Um, 23 minute, huh?
Okay.
23-minute flight time as opposed to 18 minutes. Okay, this drone is a lot more AI friendly. And what I mean by AI friendly is it has it has reverse cameras, meaning backward is downward and backward visual positioning. So when it does that 180 drift, that 180 drift mode where you pull up to a subject and you swing back this way and you keep moving as you go away, that's what those backward sensors are for. So please, I'm hoping within the next week or so, I have some crash videos I could show you next week. I'm not saying go out there and crash your drones. Don't see, Herman's laughing. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is this drone is going to have people doing things that they've never thought about doing before. The 150, 180 drift, I want to see footage. But let's get into this challenge here. If
Can
you
I finish talking about this damn drone, please?
All right.
We didn't come here for your damn challenge.
Well, I want to inspire him, give him something to do. But I mean, 46 gig internal storage as opposed to 20. And now, because the Avata 2 is out, you can almost guarantee to find an Avata dirt cheap. So if you didn't jump on the Avata, but you don't want to pull the trigger for the Avata 2, either one you can't lose. I mean, the Avata 2, from what I see, it surpasses the Avata in a lot of ways. Better camera, a lot larger sensor, slightly larger, but larger sensor. And your videos are in HDR now, Herman. I'm just saying. Did Lawrence just jinx the entire beginning of Avata 2 users? No, Bill.
Possibly.
No. All I'm saying is be careful. Be careful, that's all. I got an Avata to sell.
Well,
see, V-Dub selling his.
Because he's getting the new one.
Yeah, but
like I was saying
go
before,
ahead.
and you mentioned about this larger sensor, you're talking about a 1/1.3 inch sensor, CMOS, Sony CMOS sensor, because it's probably where they're getting them from.
Yeah.
And with a super wide angle view. So, that's why you're able to do so much with that thing in such a. Remember when I was telling you with the Avata 2 or with the Avata that how much the park has so much open space in that small spot? It's because of the wide angle lens and its ability to give you that room to do what it's relevant. Now, you had mentioned that that this thing shoots in what you said, HDR. Yeah, it has
HDR video as opposed to regular video.
It has 10-bit D-Log for you guys that want to create in post-production. But it's your regular 12 megapixel camera. It's shooting 4K 60 and 2.7K at 120 frames per second for your ability to shoot in slow-mo, if that's your interest. And for stabilization, it's supported with the DJI Rocksteady and a Horizon Steady. And, what's your gyro flow for post production? So I think a guy like you might have a ball with something like this.
It's funny because you know what? I just finally figured gyro flow out. I finally got it to 96% jello free. And I think I'm pretty happy with it. 96%. There's always that 4% because
and what is the problem?
I see my own imperfections.
What's the problem with it?
What's the problem with it? Gyro flow takes footage, but if that gyro data is not correct, gyro flow can calculate the gyro data, but it's not always it's hard.
Stevie was saying something about his 360 video that he shot, his first one. He put it on his Facebook page.
Yeah, I was asking him when are we gonna see more because I saw him do a 360 a basketball clip with the 360 that looked pretty high. So I was asking him when we're gonna see more. But okay, getting back to what I was talking about, a lot of you guys out there have brought the Avata 2, and we've never done this before on those guys, but other video channels show other video channels, videos and things like that. So I want to give you guys with an Avata 2 and or a Cinewhoop type drone a little challenge to do a one-shot somewhere. A one-shot video. We're not talking fly past yourself, cut to the next scene. We're talking one battery, one shot, like that.
Well,
No,
you
we
don't
did.
buy the whole battery, but I'm just
Well,
saying,
no, but okay. And
it
it's
would
got to
make
be at
sense
least
that-
a minimum of a minute long.
it would make sense that
2
the
minutes,
person
no,
who
2 minutes
flies,
long maximum. Huh?
It would make sense that the person would just fly from one point to another in this whole video, or back to the home space or home place.
Right. Okay, so I'd say
roughly one shot.
roughly a one shot
Talking
between.
about
We
from
would like you guys
end to end, clean one straight shot. Is what you're saying, not a cut video, not an edit video.
Yes, no cuts.
Just color edit. I got you. That's the
Mavic
contest that he
2.
wants to do.
If with the Mavic 2, the Mavic 2, I'm looking at the damn chat. With a Avata 2 or Cinewhoop type bird, I would like you to submit me 1 to 2 minute length shorts, and we can show it here on those guys. And
what kind of drone?
Avata 2 or Cinewhoop style drone.
So why not an Avata? Right? Well,
That qualifies. That's what I mean.
okay.
As a Cinewhoop style, that would qualify. But we would like for you guys, if you're not my friend on Facebook, add me. I don't just add anyone on Facebook, so send me your 1 to 2 minute one shot video,
send it to you,
and we will pick one and play it here, and or show a few. I haven't decided the format yet, but we want to get you guys into submitting videos, but we can make it a little challenge. Now, here's where it gets interesting, Herman, because where and what kind of challenge could it be? What prize is Herman giving the winner?
What
Paul
are you
says,
asking me, Wedgin Big? I'm not. It's his contest.
It's not a real contest. It's a challenge. We got to see if you guys. I want to see if you guys can submit.
I got it. I see what it is.
What
Lawrence is asking you to do is that every now and then we show one-shot videos on the channel.
Yes.
Every now and then we do that. And what he wants to do is what he's asking you guys to do is to submit your one-shot videos. If you're flying a Cinewhoop or Nevada,
Avata 2, whatever. But it's got to be a Cinewhoop style. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Whatever Avata you got to send him the video, and he's gonna play it on the
right now. To keep in its quality, you got to send me a Google Drive link where I can download it so it doesn't lose quality. I don't care if it's a YouTube video or whatever, but just to get you guys inspired, we have a one-shot video here to show real quick. Like I said, 1 to 2 minute video should be more than enough. Okay, this one right here. Let me play this with the sound.
You got it.
It's a gym, and it's an advertisement / commercial for a gym.
This FPV video is by who?
It's drone.
Aerial photography, Ireland.
Ireland. Yes.
Yeah.
Full credit goes to aerial photography. What is it? I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. What kind of gym is this? They don't like lights in this gym?
It sets the mood, man.
Really? For what?
See, this is a one-shot video. There are no splices in it. I like the way the video ends here.
I just punch out the sky.
Yeah, there we go. So kudos to Aerial Photography Ireland for making that one-shot video there. I, of course, am a supporter to his channel. We just
I
want to give a
can't
shout out to
believe
him. Remember, Lawrence, you don't have to be friends on Facebook with someone to communicate with them through Facebook Messenger.
you know what's funny about that,
This is
Lawrence?
true.
They actually have a machine in that gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is designed for you to do side laterals without the dumbbell or without the roller. The one
Right.
that's the roller for you when you sit on it and do it actually has two handles on it. I was looking at that video. It has two handles on it, and all the guy's doing is lifting the two handles up instead of a dumbbell. It's crazy.
She almost hit you, Lawrence. She almost hit you. That wasn't me flying hell. That was, but see, that's the kind of idea. It could be a one shot in a park. I'm not saying go and do this major production. We would like you guys
And
to,
go
to
fly through
submit
some
one
department
shots
store and
to
get
us.
arrested.
And in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to give 2 weeks' time because the different parts, like here in New York, is raining now. Tomorrow it's going to rain all day. Give everybody a chance to submit footage. Why don't we make it 3 weeks from today
I don't. You're
to
right.
start? So, no, 3 weeks from today, 2 weeks. Well, wait a minute.
It's your idea. I was just, coming up with
Okay,
a
May
definition of one
1st.
shot.
May 1st. That's in
Okay.
2 weeks. Let's see if anyone submits any. Hey, Bo Shark.
What's going on?
We'll see if anyone submits any videos.
Gary, how is it going?
Yeah, Gary's been here for a minute.
No, I know he has, but I forgot to say hello to him.
Oh, he said the only gym I know is Bo Shark.
Oh.
So if you have an Avata too, send a minute video, 2 minutes short. I don't care. Upload it to YouTube.
1 minute.
Upload it to Google Drive. If I have to use Dropbox, I will, but I prefer Google Drive. That way you can just make it shareable and send a link to me.
Hmm.
I know a lot of people do it, but I can't wake up the first thing in the morning and think, let's hit the treadmill. Coffee and a muffin sound so much more inviting.
Okay.
What do we win in Avata 2? Lance, you're really pushing it. Hey, you got an Avata 2. What are you talking about? Didn't you just get one? Didn't you just?
No, but it's funny what your big was saying. I don't know. I think once you get going on the treadmill, I guess it's easier to do it the next time.
Sky Control asks how many one shots can he submit? So I'll say 2.
Whatever you feel like. It was just
I'll say 2 because Sky Control, he'll send me 10. And we don't want to overwhelm everyone. So 10, we got to keep it fair.
The 10, he'll send you 10 of them.
I know.
And then it'll just be
when a person asks you how many, that's because that's how many he gonna send. No?
I don't know.
But anyway, you guys, if you can submit them to me via Google Drive or
I don't have 10.
Off axis. He's here. What's up? How are you, man? I didn't see you come in. Hey, oh, there you go. There you go the hands. What's up, Marcel? How are you?
Oh, Marcel.
Okay, and we will see if you guys are interested in taking the challenge up.
Did Marcel hear about your challenge?
I'm hoping so, but if you have a SynWhoop type Avata 2, Avata, a Syn 35, any type of SynWhoop, submit a 1 to 2 minute video to me via Facebook and Google Drive or whatever, and we shall see. Hey, Lance says Sky Control can't participate. He's a professional. He's working his way up to professional.
Well, hold on a minute. What do you constitute as a professional?
That's true. What do you count? Yes, Synlog 35 would qualify. Yes.
Who?
Yes, it would qualify.
What
Marcel. but I'm looking for a 1 to 2 minute video. And the idea is like randomly,
Because
you have 2 weeks to do it. Hold on, Herman. You have 2 weeks to do it, and randomly you will submit videos and we'll play them on the live stream and we'll see how it turns out.
because there's no problem with a professional entering, as you know, what constitute a professional. Professional is someone who don't it has to me it has nothing to do with money.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with money. Because there are people that are earning money out there doing things that are actually not that good or good at all at what they do. So that has nothing to do with it.
Hey,
Professional.
take off lift and land. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you back in the chat, hanging out with us. But you should wait a minute. I don't know.
Hello, Lawrence. Hello, Lawrence.
Huh?
Hello, Lawrence.
Yeah.
A professional is a person that no matter what the situation is, that person is going to show up and he's going to do what he's supposed to do.
True. That is
As a
true.
professional. So nothing wrong with a professional. It might be a lot of you guys out there that are
You're
professional.
getting a compliment on the video.
That's what you're giving them?
No, you're getting a compliment. So it said South Florida Drone Meetup, really good video.
Oh, thank you.
See, Draymond says professional equals a high skill set. I agree.
You understand?
I do agree. I do agree. But before we do anything, I need to get this in right now.
What?
It is a hold on a second. It's that time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's that time to get our sponsor in.
Yeah, for you guys out there that are Part 107 and looking to be Part 107, and you're interested in doing some professional drone work, as you would call it, quote unquote, and you're looking to scale your operations and you need record keeping, bookkeeping, whatever you want to call it, and a place where you can actually create a website for your customers to come in and book you for different jobs and everything that you might need. For one-stop shopping for your drone needs, Drone-A-Dare. Drone-A-Dare is for you.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to write that one down, Lawrence.
Yeah, I know. I know, man. I know. I said that to myself.
You could actually take it off the screen now.
I am. I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Stuck.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. He's still hovering over the train tracks. You know, technically, what you're doing, right, is
subway surfing.
You're that's illegal. You're hovering over critical infrastructure.
I stop it. Jim's droning. How are you? No one read the chat. Click that like button if you haven't already, guys.
No, you're hovering over critical infrastructure.
The picture was zoomed in.
This picture was zoomed in.
This picture, this photo was zoomed in. This is a panorama because this is part
You're still above this. You're still above the tracks, right? You're not on them.
I take the fifth.
Okay. It's hovering over the tracks. Look at him. He's still hovering over the tracks.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me find.
You gotta move over to the left or to the right a little bit so you're not hovering over the tracks anymore.
Okay, so all right, give me a second. First, let me show the photo.
There's nothing wrong with the picture, but
clarify so I can clear myself. This is zoomed in, guys. This is the actual photo zoomed in. Okay, I'm way in the distance back.
Over the
zoomed in like that. Okay, so if I move the camera like this, okay, there we go. That's a little better. No.
Leave it where it was. It doesn't matter. You'll hover over the tracks for the stream.
All right, for the rest of the stream, all right, we might as well just go all the way illegal.
Yeah, go ahead. There you go. Boom, right over the tracks.
It's just a photo.
Are you telling? Because you're gonna be there for another hour.
Here we go. Train hopper. United we drone.
You know what though? Talking about the South Florida drone meetup in that video, because I know a couple of people had some very nice comments, and I appreciate your comments and stuff like that that you left on the video. I had a lot of fun doing it. I was really tired after shooting it, but I had a lot of fun. A lot of footage didn't make it into the stream, and if some of the guys didn't make it into the stream, I'm sorry if I didn't. It was running very, very, very long.
Yeah, because what was the length of that video?
It was about 13 minutes, wasn't it?
Okay, the video was 13 minutes. You can get the average person to watch something longer than 30 seconds. You're doing something good. I thought the video came out good. I was kind of hoping we could have showed it, but it would take up a lot of time on the show. And plus, people have seen, so you can go. I'll put the link in the
I'm
chat.
sure that everybody here has seen it already.
Yeah. Herman brought it up. Okay, who complained? Someone named Karen? Oh,
What?
no. No, no Karens. No Karens around.
What happened? What
Hey,
happened?
Jeff, my wife's name is Karen. I don't know. Something in the chat.
What? What I brought?
They're joking back and forth.
Oh, about Lawrence hovering over the train track.
Oh no, I don't even know.
The Karen. Uh-oh. What about Karen?
Lloyd said it was a good video. He enjoyed it as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know, for you guys out there, there's DJI. You know, DJI just seems to be able to find a way
To grab you by the mouth like this and hook?
No, to take drones that are already out and just keep enhancing them. Because there's a new firmware out for guys who have the Mini 4 Pro and the Air 3. They're now compatible with the Goggles 3 and the Motion 3 controller. So if you have any one of those two drones, you're now capable. If you do the firmware update for your drone, you are now compatible with the Goggles 3 and the Motion 3 controller. Now, you might say that, so what? But this goes back to what I was talking about before, and that motion controller and the ability to fly that drone. I don't know if it operates the same with these camera drones because I haven't tried it, but I'm interested.
Okay.
I'm interested in trying it.
Well, I think it's interesting that they're giving you an option now to fly your drones, where we had the option of just a controller. These motion controllers I see. Will it be the future of flying drones? I don't think so, only because it would take a lot to do what you can do on the sticks a lot more accurately.
I don't think so. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
Bob
Because
Casey said do more videos, Herman. Go ahead.
I'll talk to you about that in a second, Bob. No, and I had this conversation with Lloyd. This, I don't know if many of you guys remember, but we had a gentleman on the stream, and he was on a couple other streams, and then he was promoting. The guy was an astronaut, a surgeon, very well accomplished gentleman, well qualified in a lot of fields, and he was developing a one stick controller that a lot of guys were very interested in. and it was called the what was it? The FTA Aviator.
Uh-huh.
Was because
Yeah, the Aviator.
it was patterned behind the fact that, what is it? Fighter pilots and the stick control, and the fact that when guys are doing robotic surgery, they have a stick, and the guy was more interested in bringing the stuff that he uses at work and surgery to
Mm-hmm.
flying drones, because he flew drones too.
Right.
So he tried to develop something like this, and he got the way to do it for DJI, but it was a lot of different processes to get to the connection to actually connect it to the drone. I think you got a lot of latency, and I find that this motion controller there is
I found it.
everything that the FTA Aviator was, or
Keep
was
talking.
supposed to be, or what they wanted it to be. And it didn't do well. A couple of guys in the community had issues with it when they reviewed it. And there was a few guys that actually spent their money on it.
Yeah, here's one on
And
eBay for 450 for
it didn't
550.
it didn't do so well.
Yeah, this was the actual stick, and you would figure because the guy was an astronaut, right?
Well,
The astronaut and a surgeon.
well, yes, but like I said, Lloyd and I had this conversation, and the connection to the DJI drone
Mm-hmm.
went through too many steps to connect, so there was a lot of latency. So when you thought you were going from point A to point B, the drone was already going from point D. It was already on its way to point D.
Yeah, and that was a flaw because Ken Heron actually did a video on this. And here it is, you have to connect it to your radio via wire, and you still have your cell phone in a little harness there. But it had its pros and cons, I'm guessing.
Mhm.
This was how your cell phone sat in it, if you remember, Herman.
Yeah, I remember. I remember
So
very well. And the motion controller is everything that this thing we thought was going to be,
yes, and some.
and a lot less bulky.
True, true.
The
Which lets you know that that thing was big. It was like a yoke flight stick.
the only thing is that I don't believe that you can use the motion controller without the goggles.
Um,
I could be wrong, but I don't believe you can.
I don't know.
Because,
Without the goggles, why? You could still fly line of sight
well, yeah, but what I'm saying
mostly,
is,
but
no, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but as far as your telemetry, it's all inside the goggles.
yeah, definitely.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. It's Bob Casey said, I'll stick with my Air 3. My Air 2S is collecting dust. I still take my Air 2S out to teach people how to fly. I'll take my Air 2S out for that, or I don't feel like carrying. Well, my Mavic 3 I use for work, so I use my Air 2S
The
a
Mavic
lot more than
is like
I
the
should.
most abused drone in the fleet.
But what, my Mavic 3?
It's like the most abused drone in the fleet. It goes everywhere. It's used for everything because it's got the best camera on it.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard
It's like
not to.
you can't go wrong with buying the Mavic 3, the Mavic 3 Pro, and the
Mhm.
because you're gonna just keep using the Mavic 3 every time you turn around. Let me grab the one with the best camera on it. Oh, let me grab
I'm
it.
looking at this camera, and there's some kind of effect
On what? On your camera?
my camera because oh damn.
You
Do
look
I
the same.
No, it's there's a light little mustache right there that keeps disappearing and appearing. I was playing around with the filters one day.
Oh, that's your camera going bad.
Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. See? If I go like that, it disappears. Yeah, that and a little beard. Watch. I move my hand.
Can
What the
you
hell is
guys
this shit? I
can
need
you guys tell them this is camera going bad?
to. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's only like it's like 20 frames per second.
Avatar. Okay, hold on. Let's close that out.
That's why you see that, because it's only doing shooting 20 frames per second.
Wow. Okay, it's not that one. Well, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, but for those of you guys that's looking to do that firmware update, Lawrence, I don't know, your Mini 4 Pro is
Mhm.
version 01.00.0400. And for the RC2 is version 02.02.0000. And for the second coming of the flu vaccine controller, your
Mhm.
version 01.01.0300. And if
Well,
and if you have the Air 3, your version 01.00.1200.
okay.
The RC2 is version 02.02.0000, which is the same as the other one.
Okay. You're done now.
No, if you have the second version of the flu vaccine controller for the Air 3, you are using version 01.00.0700.
I got rid of it.
And for the Fly app, you are version 1.13.0.
It's a lot of numbers.
Yeah, a lot of numbers, but if you
Back in the DOS days, it was version 3.0, 3.1.
it's the same thing.
Yeah, I know. With more numbers.
But if you write that down, you'll know and you can check on your screen if you're on the right version.
Okay. Sounds good.
That is all I wanted to say about
Okay. Well,
the firmware update. Unless I personally think it's a good firmware update. What is it that those are old 4 transmission systems on those drones, right? That for the Mini 4 Pro and the Air 3, right?
right.
And
Yeah.
those controllers, the Motion 3 and the Googles 3
Yeah.
for O4 transmission, correct?
Mm-hmm. All of
Okay,
that's all four transmission. So
so that's a good thing.
my only problem is
What's your only problem?
people slowly just converted to O3 unit. I'm under the impression they may be coming out with an O4 unit FPV, meaning the
Really?
camera system, a new camera
Wait,
system. Because you know how
wait,
DJI does.
how does they?
They wait for everybody to switch over to their
And then they change it,
to their ecosystem, and they get them
and
breathing on the oxygen and
then they
clean air.
change it.
Yeah, and then they filter in something new.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say they
Now,
changed.
this O4 camera that is on the Avata 2, it's a
Oh,
slightly larger sensor. And Herman, will you put all those numbers in the show description, right?
what
You
happened?
all those numbers in the show description, right? Good Lord, he's messing with you. You did
You
0.01159.
ain't put them in the show description.
Yeah. Mhm.
I'll put them in the show description.
And then Bill's with some other people that believe they could be possibly coming out with a Mavic 4, even though they're still making mad money on the Mavic 3,
Um, I,
especially the Enterprise.
I'm not yet.
I know, not yet, but you know how they do. But all I'm saying is
Not
you
yet.
TV guys that just converted to the O3 units.
If they come out with a
Outperform.
Mavic 4, that means that you only got 1 year left on the O4 transmission system before they come out with O5. Because that's their flagship drone, like everything else they do. They drop it, then they kill the transmission system and give you a $1,200 controller to go with it.
The experience with the goggles should be great. It is. It flying with goggles is fun. My thing is, I don't want to see a bunch of drone pilots out there flying camera drones
With
and
goggles,
FPV with everyone flying with goggles on. Who's going to be a visual observer?
well, you don't need them now. You got the goggles, so you can see with all this augmented reality and
Yeah.
the crap going on.
Lance says,
And then there are some people who believe that
"Hey Dan,
situational awareness is what you can see out of the goggles, and I beg to differ.
well, that's another story within itself, but it is a better system. I agree. Let's see what happens. That's all. But for those of you who missed out, I'm looking for one-shot videos, any type of Sin Whoop, Avata 2, Avata, Sin 35, whatever. Looking for your 1 to 2 minute videos to submit so we can start showing some videos on the live
Oh,
stream.
you want to show? I got you. You want to show videos?
Yeah, I want to start showing videos on here, preferably one-shot video, Sin Whoop videos to start, and then we'll take it from there. Oh, no, hold on. Herman better get one. What is this?
What?
Oh, shit. I'm gonna pull it up now. Here, it's a website. Hold on. Here. And Anzu Robotics. Anzu Robotics. Mavic 3 from Anzu Robotics. The Anzu Raptor and the Raptor T. I'm guessing that, let's see the Raptor T.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the T is a thermal, of course. Let's get a, oh, see, they want the information too fast.
Oh, boy.
Platforms. Let's look at platforms. Okay, you have the Raptor and the Raptor T. Looks like DJI. Mavic 3 is coming from a company.
Another DJI.
Yeah, that's funny. Thanks for sending that. I'm going to check that out. I'm definitely going to check that out. No, it's not. That's actually Jamaica, Jamaica Yard, Jamaica,
that color is just so ugly, though.
Yeah.
What color is that? Frog?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. You stupid.
That's not green. That's frog. They just took it one step further. What are you gonna do?
Well, we will see. That color novice hate to try and find in the tall grass. Imagine, right? Like Herman said, it's Kermit Green. D says it's Kermit Green. That was the color of that.
I'm telling you, it's not. It's frog. Okay, now I'm looking here. So far, the Air 3, you can fly that with the motion controller, right?
Right.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Now I'm just looking to see what drones you can actually fly with it. If that's all right with you. Damn, you can't even find the Air 2S no more.
Nope. They're just stuff that, listen, I'm like this. My Air 2S works fine. It shoots in 5K. I love it. My Mavic 3 works fine. What's up, iFix? When did drones become dinosaurs? Well, I didn't see Dan put that. Keep giggling like that. Herman, Jamaican me happy.
What happened?
Dan said, keep giggling like that, Herman. Jamaican me happy.
Oh, okay. you know, yeah, I'm not seeing too many other drones that you
It's
can.
hard to get any original
No, because at one point
Mavic
the
trees.
motion controller,
Yeah, was
they
abundant.
no, they were offering it with when you purchase other drones, it was there on the DJI site, other than with
Jody says
the
Dre did a video. We'll
what
have to
happened
check out. Jody says Dre did a video. I still have my Mavic Air
on
and my Spark.
a video on what?
On what, Jody?
I'm listening.
Oh, I haven't seen a
Well,
response.
you know who Flyability is, right, Lawrence?
Yes, yes, we've done many stories on them.
Well, Flyability, right? You know, they happen to be the maker of the pizza drone, the
Yes,
Helios.
he's got jokes.
No, I'm just saying it's like I'd always hoped that no one confused it with the pizza. But anyhow,
Right.
no, talking about them, they happen to you know, they what I was going to well, what I was wanting to bring up to you was the fact that they have announced now this is just crazy what these people do because like they're the leader in drones for confined space.
Mm-hmm.
And they've announced that they have an upcoming event that's supposed to take place in Denver, Colorado, to unveil their new ultrasonic thickness payload for North America that is going to be for the Helios 3 series.
Right.
This event is scheduled, I believe, for May 1st and May 2nd. 1st and 2nd May. Um, like I said, it's going to be in Denver.
Okay.
Um, this event is they're going to offer you the ability to have hands-on experience
Oh,
with
really? To be able to
with
fly this thing?
with the ultrasonic. I don't, when I heard this, I thought it was funny, and I laughed while I was reading the article on it because of the terminology, and I was like, "Damn, she lives down the street." Because I was like, "You're talking about they're gonna have hands-on experience with the ultrasonic thickness."
She lives down the street, ultrasonic thickness, huh? You
Yeah.
know her, huh, Herman? Is that the chick that wears all the makeup down the block?
Listen, I'm just saying. I'm just saying because the way it was written, the way I'm reading it, I was like, "Wow, that's funny."
Hmm.
No, but so it's basically so that the people who are attending this event will be able to explore the features of this new payload. One of the things that stuck out to me about this thing was that this new payload is they're developed is
I can't make it this picture any bigger.
oh well,
This is the payload, the heavy duty payload section that they're
right.
adding.
It's supposed to have well it's designed for you to be able to inspect in areas that are difficult to get into, like so they say, like with the hull of a ship or
Mm-hmm.
an industrial tank.
Right.
It's designed for you to be able to do that. It's going to have an articulating arm
Yeah, I got it.
that sticks out, so you can, yeah, it's supposed to have an articulating arm. They claim that,
That's this piece here
yeah,
that's
yeah.
supposed to be able to do things.
Yeah, it's
Suppose
supposed to have a coupling on it that's supposed to be able to fasten and unfasten. Well, there's a few different things that goes on.
I'm guessing that this articulating arm that they want to put on here will eventually be able to pick up something or maybe move some. Who knows? But the fact that they're putting an arm on it means that it could probably carry something, because they call it the ultra thickness payload.
Well, yeah, well, true, because well, I don't know how much the drone would be able to carry in itself, but I'm just
Well,
saying
not that. It could be
it's
anything.
it's
But
it's designed to be able to get into places to inspect where it's hard for the drone camera to see in. So I
right,
guess it's
right.
going to be able to stick that camera in to
In through a
places,
tiny hole or something, right?
right, to be able to
So,
see.
so hey, Big Matt, what's up? So you're saying basically, so that's for the ENF trains, Thomas Baker said. Angel, what's good? Pretty close, but supposedly that cage can't fit everywhere.
Right,
And that's a
exactly.
crash cage. So
And it was developed in collaboration with Signa Instruments. So if you know if you're familiar with the company, I
um
believe because it hasn't come out yet and they haven't had the event yet. That's not for a couple of weeks now.
right, right. It took me a minute to get that picture there, and it was still kind of blurry.
The articulating arm, and they claim that the drone is for you to be able to get into tight spots where it's hard to shoot it. Now,
Well, we shall see, because right now the Helios 2 and the Helios 3, when it comes to 3D mapping, that's in the top 5.
all right, Bob. But what you were saying to me before, Bob, I'm so busy with a lot of things. So the subject matter is what constitutes the video, and maybe I will. I mean, we'll see. Maybe that's the beginning of many. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. If you guys want to see Herman do some more
Here
editing,
we go.
put a 1 in the chat. If you enjoyed the South Florida drone meetup video and you want Herman to start doing some more videos, put a 1 in the room. Give him some inspiration there.
I don't need the inspiration. I need the subject.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Subject and title. Yeah. Bob, enjoy your evening, sir. We appreciate you. It is that time, Herman. Once again, it is
Yeah.
that time. Hold on, choose virtual background. I gotta go here to do this, to click none, to do that. There we go.
Okay. For you guys out there that like hard cases or interested in picking up a hard case for your drone, every drone I get gets a hard case. And I go straight to Nanook. And for 10% off on all your Nanook needs, whether it's a drone case, watch case, gun case, case for your case, for your gimbals, whatever you need them for, your cameras, they make cases for everything. They do custom cases for you. That's Nanook for 10% off on all Nanook cases. That's plastic cases up in Canada. Check them out. 10% off. Use Phantom Flight 10.
Okay, there you go. And I guess you got your answer there in the chat. Thank you, guys. Grumpy Vlogger, Quick Cat, Brooklyn Jimmy, Jims, John Olson, Bob Casey twice, Big Matt multiple times.
When I
Bob
asked you
Casey
guys who bought the Avata 2,
again.
everybody was meek. The fingers couldn't work. Fingers couldn't find that one. Was no one on your keyboard. Broke it off. Cat got it. Now,
Yeah, see, they want to see more video. So you got to go out and get some kind of content, man.
I gotta go to work.
Yeah, I know, man. But they want to see more. They want to see more work from you. They want to see more work from you. That feels good to know that they want to see more of your stuff.
Well, have another meetup and I'll be there on it. Or I'll be there. As
All
long
right, who's having the next meetup? Those guys is going to be there.
as
I'm still recouping
I
from the
think you
Florida
said
trip.
Rhode Island was having one, right?
Yes, yes. Please find out. If anyone in the chat or watches the replay knows, if you guys up in Rhode Island are gonna have a meetup this year. I did hear talk of one,
Well, you know what?
It
If
doesn't
there's
confirm.
anybody in Connecticut, you guys could do everyone in the Northeast a favor and have a meetup. So that way we don't have to travel through Connecticut
For
and
real.
spend extra time driving through
Yes,
it.
if you I agree, Herman. I applaud you on that. If you live in Connecticut and want to have a meetup and you want people to come to that meetup in Connecticut, let us know. Looking
That's the
forward to
problem
that.
with going to Rhode Island. You got to drive through Connecticut. And I
Yeah,
think the
yeah.
people who are in Connecticut, like, what do y'all do? Like, y'all got like so many cars on the road.
This
So
is
skip to
true.
Connecticut, traffic.
Right. So why not have a meetup there and then everybody merge there from Rhode Island, etc. I'm hungry.
Oh, Lord. The stream's almost over. Don't worry about it. Lawrence, this one you're going to like.
Oh,
Huh?
I said, oh,
Yeah.
surprise me.
Um, well, you know Windracer, right? The leader in autonomous air transport.
Okay. I've heard of them.
Well, they are partnering with Purdue University to establish the world's first research center
Hmm.
dedicated, you listening to this one?
Yeah.
Dedicated to the advancement of artificial intelligence, AI, in aviation. Now, we got a lot of artificial intelligence going on here tonight. Got a lot of, I don't mean me and Lawrence, I'm talking about with the drones.
Okay.
A lot of artificial intelligence talk going on here tonight because I think that's where the industry is starting to move into with all these sensors and stuff like that. And what the hell did you think APAS and all that stuff was? You thought that was the drone was like, okay, I gotta go to the left or to the right on my own? No, it's something in there that's pre-programmed to do that. You know,
Hmm.
it's not just doing it on its own. That it's just like it's not thinking. It's not a hunk of plastic up there with a brain. Brain is that artificial intelligence, and that's what makes it go around shit or stop. Now, artificial intelligence is able to do a lot of things now. Sooner or later, it'd be able to tell people to shut up, and you weren't even there.
Yeah, right. Right. With the Ring doorbell, you can tell people get away from my damn door.
But that's still you at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to
Yeah.
that,
AI will be able to do
in time, that Ring doorbell will be able to do it on its own.
In your voice.
Right. And you wouldn't even have had to have recorded it.
That's funny.
See,
I'm sitting here.
see, a lot of people who didn't understand that that's where they were going with like Watson.
Yeah, you're right.
Once the system has everything, it can mimic anything.
Well, that's what Watson has done. That they set out with Watson. That's one of America's first main AI systems. They had Watson first read every publication on the planet, and now they have him watching all movies. Well, I think he did that also. And I see what you're saying.
Anything that was published.
Watson has
Once
read
these systems can read it and obtain it, they
and
can
comprehended. Yeah.
right. They can comprehend it and it can regurgitate it.
Mm-hmm.
And with AI, it is now doing the same thing with your voice. Once it's heard it, it can mimic it.
Well, there's actually a scam, Herman, that was on TV.
I know.
You saw, right? You saw. If what
But
happens is,
mhm.
go ahead, getting back.
I don't want to get too far off of this because
Yeah,
when
yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna lose track of the time, and the next you know, it'll be like, oh, it's that time for us to get out of here again. But what I wanted to say real quick about this, and you're talking about now with this center and design for digital autonomous augmented aviation. So they're talking about right now with these UAVs that they fly, right? It takes 10 people to fly one,
Yep.
right? So now what they're talking about doing is taking one person
Oh,
to
sorry.
be
Go
able
ahead.
to be able to fly 100 of them.
Yes. So imagine going to work and being in control of 100 drones as opposed to 5 to 10.
Right. So now you're talking about a different skill set altogether. This is AIDA 3 is the
Yes.
thing. Now, this program or what they're talking here is going to function in, I guess, what, 5 different areas. You're talking about human and robot collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I guess they're going to be able to solve problems together. Okay, we got it right here in front of you. These are the different areas, the 5 different areas right here. AI.
Yes. Supply chain optimization.
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
Supply. Yeah. Supply
so
chain.
basically delivery, AI for weather sensing and hazards. It actually starts back here, and this is the scary one: human robot collaboration.
I don't think so, because that's where we were talking before about human and robot working together to make the same thing happen, to make one thing happen. And it's possible it'll make things faster. The automobile industry has done that a long time ago.
True. This is true, but now for one person to be able to control 100 of any robot or anything autonomous is supposed to be a lot. I
Well,
will put the
shit,
video in the chat.
100 drones.
Right. They're working on drones, but it's a 3-minute video. I'll put it in the chat.
And those
A lot of
drones that they're
talking.
flying are not little drones.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I sent you Facebook what DJI said.
What happened?
Go ahead. Keep going. Somebody sent me something on Facebook.
Oh, so
And
totally different skill set altogether to be able to fly 100 drones, one person. Because we're not talking about a joystick or a controller in our hands flying on one drone or being able to operate all of those drones.
I did see this response, Angel. He had sent me something, and it was a question he had asked DJI about the Avata 2. And it just says the Avata 2 currently does not support these accessories, but our engineering team is actively working. I did see this comment, and I saw the drone guy 42, and it didn't dawn on me. But getting back to what you were saying
What
about AI,
accessories?
yeah. Accessories for the Avata 2, third-party stuff.
Oh, okay.
Third-party stuff. They should outlaw that. But getting back to what you were saying about AI and man working together with AI, I think it's a great idea to an extent. And that extent meaning I don't want AI controlling everything.
It's not.
And I don't want man relinquishing full control over yet, at least in my lifetime. So when
Yeah.
the Terminator thing happens, I'll be long gone
Yeah,
and
I'll be gone already. And don't try to do that dumb shit or try to send me back.
revive you.
Yeah, try to send me back as Reese and all that kind of crap so I could die in a time I didn't exist. Shit, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. If I'm dead, leave me dead. The way this world is going, I don't want to be around for what's to come in the future. That's all I'm saying. You didn't read my early. Oh no, I must not, man. I've been slacking in the chat.
What happened? Oh,
Jim Joni said I didn't read what he said earlier.
what did he say?
I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm trying to
Okay,
see.
I see Eric. Okay, no. It must be way back.
Oh,
Okay.
well, others are Mavic lookalikes. Well, it's funny because that Anu Raptor drone,
Mm-hmm.
if we had time, I'd
Does
like
he
to talk
mean
about that later.
before that?
Later,
No,
later.
I'm saying to you, is that what he meant?
I'm guessing. I don't know.
about the green,
Yeah, the frog.
the
Frog.
frog green
Yeah,
drone.
Kermit Green. Or,
Uh,
or Groku Green.
what's the deal with it?
It's a US based company that's selling a Maverick 3 series drone.
Really?
Yeah.
Send,
Yeah.
send me the link to that because I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, definitely,
What they
definitely.
want for 6,000?
That's funny. Yeah, I'll send it to you on Messenger.
Or did they assemble it here and all of the parts come from China?
You're in a roll, huh?
No, I'm just saying to you, that's what everything else did.
Here, that's it on Messenger there. Wait a minute, someone else sent something.
Half the blue UAS list is like that.
Okay, there it is. I sent it to you, but I was actually reading it while we were doing the live stream,
Mm.
and I just find it interesting that this
In other
US.
words, you wasn't paying attention to.
I was paying attention because we're still having a
He was
conversation.
reading, and I got you. I see how you see how you do.
5 to 7K. Interesting. Oh,
Who?
that was Jody. Yeah, yeah. Jody did send the link.
Okay, I'm looking at it here. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. That's nice. Okay. I
But
know
getting
exactly.
back to that, we will
I
we
know
will
exactly where the article is.
yeah, we will do the research and find out what the deal is with this US based robotics company, and we may have to do a random live before someone else goes on and gets
Random
the
one.
story first. You
I'm,
know,
I'm
you,
not that thirsty. So if anybody wants to jump on and do it like at 2 o'clock in the morning or like early in the morning type of thing, knock yourselves out. I'm not.
so it's up in the morning, uploaded.
What happened? No,
So it's uploaded.
no, I'm just saying I have things to do. I mean, you talking about a
Got
random.
okay, okay. Oh, Jim's droning says he got the Avata 2 controller, Lawrence. Want to borrow someone's Avata 2 to try it out? No one answered. Okay, yeah. I will try it out.
What? If
Yeah.
anybody wants to try his Avata too,
He's trying to get somebody to to lend out their Avata 2.
okay.
That's what that is. I'm sure of it. I haven't got a chance to fly the Avata 2, but I did get a chance to fly the Avata with the motion controller, which I was honestly totally against. I fought it as much as I could, and Tony Faz let me try his Avata 2 at the South Florida Drone Meetup. How can I start putting a payment on it? Goal. You're talking about the US based drone, Angie, or what?
I'm looking at the article now.
Oh,
Wow.
try out the controller. I would like to try the controller, but to be honest, I'm just comfortable with sticks. I like the controller with the 2 sticks. Can I fly like that? Probably could, but what happens if you have if now Jim's droning, and this is something you guys need to take into account because a lot of you older guys have brought the Avata 2. But what happens when you have a senior citizen moment and your wrist locks up on you?
What are you talking about?
I'm saying with the new controller, I would prefer to fly the Avata 2 with sticks. And what happens for you older guys that may have an arthritic moment
What
while
you're
flying?
saying, what you're talking about doesn't exist.
What? An arthritic moment?
No, what you're talking about doesn't exist.
What? The sticks?
No, that moment that you're talking about, that motion controller being affected by, that doesn't exist.
Oh, okay.
That would exist with sticks, but that wouldn't exist with the motion controller.
Oh, you have the controller 3. Okay. I
You
was
know, right?
misunderstanding.
What
Yeah.
you're talking about would exist with sticks. It would not exist with the motion controller.
Okay. That's interesting. That is real interesting. We will have to look into this more. Definitely.
You're
So if
talking
you're
about
willing to donate,
arthritis,
if you're willing to
right?
donate in about a two,
Oh, you're talking about arthritis, right?
yeah.
Arthritis would affect you more with the intricate movement than it would with turning your whole hand in the direction that this thing has to go in.
See, Jody gets it, got cramp.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
would get that more with using the sticks.
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But Jody's like, yo, got cramp. I need an Avata too. Can I borrow? Jim's droning is trying to borrow someone's Avata too. He's got the
You,
controller 3.
you know who will let you borrow one?
Who?
Best Buy.
Oh shit. He does they don't have Best Buy up there in
No,
Canada. I don't know. Do they have
how
Best
you
Buy?
know?
Is Best Buy outside of Canada? In Canada? I don't know. I've seen it in other places. I don't know about Canada. I couldn't answer
I
that.
let you borrow it.
Marcel said, "Who can name you so cramps FPV?" Could you imagine? That's why I hope the Scotty makes stuff support MC3 like I have for my MC1. Well, see, they will. They will. I'm pretty sure they will.
Oh, controller pinching, the sticks. Oh yeah,
See, Angie agrees with me. You
and
could have an arthritic moment.
you
She
will
says, I'm
have
on Lawrence's side.
you. Oh, you have arthritis, Lawrence?
No.
So then you know what the fuck you're talking about. Like I said, you will find it more with using your fingers than using the motion controller to fly the drone.
I get it. I get it. I do get it. I'm just wondering for those moments that your hand may cramp up or lock up.
When
You know?
using your fingers for
Yeah.
intricate movement with arthritis.
And that's when it locks up. I have had that happen. I will admit.
You don't see the people rubbing the arthritis cream up their arm. They're rubbing it on their fingers, their hands.
Jim's droning says that no one offered. So I said, I'm glad it wasn't life or death. I
But the,
called AAA the other day, and when my car broke down, was hoping Angie was going to show up with her car. Oh shit!
leave Angie's car alone.
What I haven't seen. What's wrong with Angie's car? I know nothing about her car.
You know,
Is there something we should know, Angie, about your car?
I've seen bigger motorcycles.
Okay. I'm sold on the cream you're selling, Herman. Marcel, you guys are funny. The
No,
Avata 2 would stop and hover if you let the motion control go. So when you're cramping up, you'd be like, ow, ow, ow. It would stop. That's true. I get hand cramps more with the stick controller than with the motion controller. See? See, Lloyd confirms, yes. Oh, it's her name, AAA. Angie Anderson Ariel. I get it. I get it now.
but seriously, Angie's car, I've seen bigger motorcycles.
You've seen bigger motorcycles stop.
And she still has the same car she said she has.
Okay.
She had one of those little joints that you could like push it into like a cubby hole.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's
'cause I remember when
interesting.
she was having a problem, she needed a mechanic that would work on it. And she was saying that everybody was saying that they didn't work on it.
Oh, wow.
It's a long story.
Okay. All right.
I'm hoping she got somebody to work on it. But yeah, this they're developing AI like crazy with new technology coming. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Arthritis, seriously, your arthritis is more of a finger thing than a wrist thing.
These guys are funny in the chat.
Oh yeah, I see that.
I have arthritis. Jeff Norman. He's got
Check this
arthritis.
out. We were
Yeah.
talking, and going back to last year and the year before that, when we were talking about Volocopter with the Volocity, and they wanted to take flight at the Olympics, with the Summer Games in Paris. Well, the
Yeah.
question is urban air mobility ready for the Olympic Games in Paris?
Yes, they are.
And believe it or not, from the floors of the what was that? The Amsterdam what is it? The drone week, Amsterdam Drone Week.
Yeah.
They focused on once again on urban air mobility and talking about urban air operations with the Volocity and what was necessary for this to take place for the Olympics.
Right.
And they've been working very hard for the last few years with Volocopter and a few different agencies. Actually, one in particular was this agency working with the airports, this ADP. They've been working with them extensively because there is this necessary infrastructure build out, because the project is going to call for the works for 5 additional vertiports, working vertiports.
Right.
The first vertiport was the one we were talking about. Remember when we said that we knew that there was one built already in Europe?
Yes.
It was
Yes.
already there, designed to give the people the awareness of the noise that it's going to make, how this thing functions.
Right. It was like a museum type.
Exactly. We mentioned that about a year ago. We had said we knew that one was supposed to have been built. Now,
Yes.
talking about building 5 new vertiports that are going to be running and being used by this summer. These vertiports are going to be at existing airports, heliports, and aerodromes.
Okay.
The 5 vertiports, one of them, the 5th one, will be in the center of the city of Paris. So they would be able to experience the usage of these things in an urban environment. Now, this is still under trial, and they're going to use this during the Olympics, I guess,
Yeah, that'll help stick a nail in the coffin using it there.
I don't know how much people or anything they're going to transport with it, if anything. But the plan is for them to take flight during the Olympics. This is all, like I said, gathering information. For
as the Olympics get closer, we'll hear more about it, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I'm quite sure of that. I'm eager to see it. I want to see it because I believe that that's what they did here in Manhattan with Archer.
With Archer and United Airlines.
Right. Remember when they had the thing over in with your buddy, Mayor Bullfrog?
Yeah.
And they had the little demonstration there on
next to the Staten Island ferry.
Right. That was basically to make sure that the people were aware of the kind of noise that this thing is going to make. So now that you're aware of it and you didn't complain, you should be fine with it. Because you see what came up again now here in New York, where they're looking to find a way to snap, because they couldn't get the governor to legislate a bill for being able to fine helicopter companies for noise pollution.
Yeah, I saw that on the news.
They want to eliminate helicopters altogether.
Yes,
in the city.
yes. They don't want helicopters flying over Manhattan. The guy on the news is like,
they don't want them here at all.
We don't want to hear them hovering over our houses while tourists come in. And we don't want to hear them taking off from the East River to go to Kennedy Airport. They should be able to take regular cars like regular people do. Yeah, he was going in. He was going in though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's just mad.
he's mad he can't afford a helicopter ride. That's what it
I
is.
can't afford one either to be
Yeah,
going back and forth to the damn airport.
yeah, right. Neither
And
could
honestly, it wouldn't make sense for me to catch a helicopter to the airport.
I. It wouldn't. It really wouldn't.
By the time I get to Manhattan, I'd be at the airport if I'd have just drove.
Pretty much. Right. You're 100% right about that.
The airport like 20 minutes away.
Yeah. This is true. And in fact, I got to where I was in
I
about
said, Gary,
17 minutes.
both of them.
Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. It looks like the rain is over, at least until tomorrow or tonight. I got to check the weather before. What's going on? I thought I saw Johnny Drone Flyer. He's in the chat there. Johnny Drone Flyer, are you not doing a stream tonight? Because I thought I saw something on Facebook that you were not. Please confirm that. So I could figure out if that's a bogus message or hold on.
Yeah.
There is no Fly for Fun show tonight. But myself, Marcus Crawford, and I will go live 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, all right. If you want to join us. Okay, so both of us. There you go. Gary got it. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, Gary. The two major airports here, I'm like about 20 minutes, 25 minutes away from both of
them. Gary, it's funny. he would get that.
It was his joke.
I know. That's why he jumped in on it. Both of us. Question mark.
That
Carolina Air Shots. How are you?
Well, joke is still funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Yeah, Gary, you gotta tell more people that joke.
This is true. Both of us.
Yeah, anything else you want to share with them on share tonight, Lawrence, before we get out? 2 minutes before we get out of here.
2 minutes before we get out of here. Well, honestly, that
anything.
I don't want to say anything about that new drone because I haven't read the articles and stuff like that. To be honest,
I sent you the actual article from where it came from.
On Facebook, you sent it. I'm assuming.
Messenger, yeah.
Okay, so give me 2 seconds to go there. And where the hell is your, oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. I can't say anything about it. I'm just going to show a picture. Okay, save image as.
I would have to go and check out, do they have a website or something where it can be purchased?
Yes, well, there's a website for it. I don't know if you can actually purchase this drone, but this is Meet Kermit, everyone.
Stupid.
This is Kermit the drone. It looks like a Mavic 3, except for this little looks like looks like a strobe unit, and it
looked like somebody just painted their Mavic 3.
Yeah,
but like with some like appliance paint.
And this looks like the Enterprise adapter part on top of it also. So
I think they are Enterprise.
I think Draymond says it's supposed to shoot between 5 and 7K. We will do more research, people. We're not going to jump to conclusions. We like to find out if it's real or not, you know. Like
it's real. It's an article that was in one of these online magazines.
I'm going to bookmark this one here so I can go back to it. All right, that's done. I don't have anything to say, man, other than be safe, fly safer.
There we go. Be safe and fly safe. And with that, everyone, and we'll see you next time with those guys. Good night, everyone.
Dre did a video on Geeks Vana on it. I'm gonna have to. Hey, good morning, Rob. Sorry, man, we're out of here.
Okay.
I will check out the videos on these drones. Dre and Geeks Vana. I'll check out Dre's video.